I just hit the record button so we can start whenever.
Perfect timing.
I know. I read your mind. So
You did.
I thought about it before you thought about it, but it came from your mind.
It's because we have ESPN.
That's right. We got some of that Professor Xavier shit going on. Yeah. Hello, and welcome to an episode of the Red, the White, and the Blues podcast. And of course, we're going to make the intro, the cold open, as awkward as possible. But we are here tonight, and that is Jason, and I'm Daniel, and we are the Red, the White, and the Blues podcast. And yeah, how you doing tonight, man?
Dude, I'm better now that I'm with you.
Yes, agreed. Same.
I barely woke up for the game.
Yeah, me too.
I enjoyed our texting conversation during the game.
As always.
I'm not going to lie. You and me texting during the game, and you can add live streaming during the game, which isn't as fun.
Yeah.
But that's my favorite part of the game.
Yeah, it's often what takes my attention away from the game because I tend to miss things sometimes. Because you'll text me something, and I'll be like, when did that happen?
Yeah.
And I must have been texting you, Jason.
I full on barely saw the Palmer goal.
Yeah.
Because I was texting you.
That Palmer goal, yeah. We'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, so welcome to another episode of the Red, White, and the Blues podcast where we're cracking beers and while we talk about Chelsea cracking skulls. So that is where we are in the season right now. 3-0 defeat. Most impressive thing about the match, let's just go and get it out the way. Bob clipped a clean sheet. Sanchez clean sheet. I don't know. The miracles do happen, I guess.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Colwell, for saving two off the line.
Yeah, 2 off the line. That is true. But that maybe we should give the clean sheet to Colwell instead of Bob because he did clear 2 off the line. Yeah.
So I was going to look at the stats because when we looked at it while we were talking about the game, I think we just I can't remember when we talked about it during the game, but I looked up how many keeper saves there were.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he had 3. Bob just pipped Colwell. He had 3.
Yeah, I can remember one was really good. The one he had in the first half against Ollie Watkins. Was a really good save when Watkins was on a break. He made himself big. And I want to say he had another one when they got in on keeper and he made another really good save. And there goes my dogs barking, of course, as soon as we start recording, as always.
Your dogs love Bob Sanchez. Let's not pretend.
I know. Let's just get it out of the way. My dogs are huge Bob Sanchez stans. We
don't understand it. We've tried to teach them.
Yeah.
They're not even really old dogs.
They're young dogs. They're young dogs. They're old dogs. They ain't, well, that'd be ODs, but then that also means overdose, so you can't really say ODs. They're not OGs.
No, you can't, Daniel.
I can't say that. So anyway, back to Chelsea. But yeah, Bob, it was one of his very, and he also had a couple of memorable moments that don't involve saving the ball and just randomly jumping, especially the sprawling out for the header and just diving with outside. He's like 10 yards outside the box and comes out, does a great job to get the ball and just clears it with his head. I need to go see if I can find that picture somewhere because that is amazing. Yeah.
It is pretty good. It is definitely posterized. But yeah, he was just heading it into the midfield.
Yeah, into the midfield. Yeah, it was. It reminded me of the picture earlier in the season or might have been last year. Yeah, I think it was last year when he just dove at nothing, but it was just this epic picture of him just diving in front of the goal, and it was amazing. So it reminded me of that, except this time he's just randomly diving with his head and headed to midfield for no reason. But there's that. So we scored early. Nico, I don't remember, was it the first 15 minutes? I don't remember when he scored. The seventh minute.
You go ahead. Okay.
He scored in the 7th minute, earlier than what I thought. But yeah, Nico has another goal. But this goal was all credit to Cucurella on this goal. This was the goal where Cucurella came up, essentially just obliterated the Aston Villa defender, took the ball off of him, and made an amazing cross into the box into Nico's feet. So, yeah, that goal was 100% on Cucurella. I give him credit for that. Who might I add is just having a magnificent season this year.
Yes.
Cucurella is balling out, having a great year. I'm growing to love Cucurella more and more every match.
Yeah, I agree. I actually told myself I was going to be positive.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. I think Rory had a video out.
I haven't watched the Rory video in a while.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I just saw the title. He said that Chelsea are title contenders.
Oh, here we go again.
I might have to eat a little crow because Liverpool are actually, they're just steadfastly
pulling away.
Really running away with this at the moment. And maybe it's a little too early. I get it, but like they are. I wasn't giving Liverpool their due in the beginning. Not that I'm just like trying to, whatever to Liverpool.
This isn't a Liverpool podcast, Jason.
Yeah. Sorry, but I just think the way that they're playing, in the way that we are playing, there's a gulf there, and I don't think that we're title contenders. I understand that there's a lot of energy around here. I think, like Nico's goal, the way he just puts that in, it's a very fast. There's a lot of pace on that cross. It comes straight to him. He just doesn't hesitate. Nico also just has really good, like he is able to use his body really well. I still think that he could probably like bulk up a little because he still is a little skinny.
See a swole.
Yeah, I just think he needs a little weight. But
hit the weight room, Nico.
But he does. You and I have done this, and there have been comparisons between Nico and Drogba since he joined, and I do think those are fair. He just has some of the instincts Drogba had. Mm-hmm. He can hold up play a little bit. He can distribute a little bit. He makes good runs. He's now putting it in the back of the net, which was his problem last season. Nico's doing pretty well. And then you have Palmer, who's in another league. Enzo is doing well. Everybody's doing well. Caicedo's doing well. Madueke's okay. Sancho's okay. Neto's pretty good. You get to the back, Lavia's pretty good. You get to the back line.
Yeah.
We've got a right back issue because Caicedo was playing that role most of the day.
He did a hell of a job.
We literally were playing with like a back three and everybody else pushing forward on offense for like the whole day. They were cutting across each other. It was crazy. Fofana went out injured.
4 to
Do we know anything about
6, 4 to 6 or 6 to 8? I can't remember which one it is. It's a while.
Shit. Okay.
It's a while.
We're about to have a real back line problem here. I love that we've got players that can go into multiple positions. I think Colwell shows good awareness. I think Cucurella shows good awareness. I think they're both doing pretty well. Bob is a different story. So it's I get the momentum. I really get the momentum. I just don't think we play that well. You know what I mean? We are still very, very shaky on defense. We let other teams we give them an open door a lot.
We get cut over
because we're pushing team. Yeah, and we have the same thing with Leicester. If Leicester was a better team and they put some of their stuff away, that's a different game. If Aston Villa is a better team and they put some of the things away, they had some pretty good shots on goal, and then they had some pretty big whiffs,
really good looks. Yeah.
And so I just don't think we're we can talk about the other two goals because I do think every goal in this game was really good.
Yeah, every goal was a great goal.
So that's what I was going to ask you, though. Is our defense doing – okay, because I'll set the stage here. Like compared to last season, these were games we would lose last season.
Most definitely games.
Or we would get ahead and we wouldn't be able to do anything about it, or the other team would score early off of a run of play and then they'd sit back and then we couldn't break them down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we are actually taking it to teams. I think there's a lot to be said about our offense moving forward. The thing that we are not good in transition from offense to defense, and we are really open from offense to defense.
And I think that's just, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, and it might be just the way we play because we push a lot of people up.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a lot of players that got to get back in position all the time. And you see a lot of the front line players even come back and play defense when they can.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of movement, like from line to line. And I totally get that. I guess my question is, was Aston Villa just not good enough, or is our defense doing enough to put them off? And that's maybe that line is real blurry.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not even a question worth asking, but it is. What is the difference between a defense that I think in transition is not very good?
Mm-hmm.
But are we it seems the problem we had scoring last season, because we would get really good looks on goal and not be able to put them in the back of the net.
Yep. Nico being a big one.
It seems now teams are having that issue against us.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I've been wondering, I've been jostling that around in my mind in an attempt not to be overly negative, because I do think a 3-0 win's nothing to sniff at.
Right. I don't know. I think our defense is very average. We have an average goalkeeper. I think Colwell and Cucurella are the only two that are actually consistent defenders, because Gusto hasn't been great this year when he's played. We talked about him before on this podcast, that it has more to do probably with him being in an unfamiliar position and not just bombing the wings like he's good at. Reese was okay when he played, but you can't count on Reese anymore because he's hurt. Fofana got burned a couple of different times in this match alone, and that's part of the reason he's hurt, is because he was trying to catch up with somebody and freaking pulled a hamstring. So Fofana has been very inconsistent. He'll have a good couple of matches, and then he'll just have a stinker. This one easily could have been a stinker had Watkins been able to finish, or because he totally misjudged that ball and got beat by Watkins, and it was no reason to be.
He went to the ground too, didn't he? Did he go to the ground? Or
on the first one. Yeah. He was going for the ball and he got in front of Watkins, and then Watkins just tapped the ball around.
Dinked
it was actually a really good play by Watkins. I'll give him credit for that, but you can't let that happen as a defender. But I also think it has to do with the way Maresca has us playing.
Mm-hmm.
He has us playing high and open, and look, I think against better teams punish you for mistakes like that, like we saw against Liverpool. Like they punished us. City punished us earlier for it. We're not just going to sit back and defend. We're not. And, in all honesty, it makes the matches more exciting. I would rather play like this than sit there and park the bus the whole time and just play counterattacking football. I'd much rather try and get down there and just I think Maresca's mindset is hell. I know Bob is shit, so I'm just going to try and outscore the other team. So I think
right now,
where he is.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the team mature. I forget. Oh, Nico at the end of the game when he got subbed out.
Mm-hmm.
There was something about his countenance that was different than what you normally see. Nico wears his emotions on his sleeve a lot.
Very much so.
So much so he gets yellow cards for it. But there was just something about they were showing him he was talking to somebody in the box. I can't remember. They were arguing about a play. Not arguing, just debating and telling each other where they need to be. And in that moment, he looks up and he sees that it's him that's getting subbed.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell he's not happy about it, but he walks off and claps the fans anyway. At the end of Potter's reign, like players weren't even like clapping the fans.
No,
you know,
they all left the freaking pitch.
Yeah. They would just walk off. They were sad.
Yep.
They were sullen. Like, I just think there's an attitude. We're watching it in real time. We're watching these kids mature into
for sure.
really, really good first team footballers for one of the bigger clubs in the world, right? Like they are on a different stage.
Yeah.
And so that to me, like those are like kind of some of the intangibles that I look for in a game. Like, how are the players reacting to each other? How are the players reacting to what is going on in the game? How they're adapting to it? What is it looking like moving forward? Are they learning, as they're messing up? Because I do think we lack fundamentals still in a lot of areas. But like watching them mature into this team, like I don't, maybe Chelsea are title contenders for next year. I think they are overperforming what we thought they would this year. And that's a testament to a lot of things. I think that's a testament to player attitude. That's a testament to how Maresca is managing the team. That's a testament to the freedom he allows them to have in their roles, because he has created a very flexible, adaptable system. And that's a testament to the teamwork that's going on the pitch, because I'm watching them talk to each other, right? As much as you can, because NBC's covering shit.
Yep.
So, but like, I just think there is, like, after this game, it's like one of the games that I felt like they were the most mature in. Like, it was just, like, even though we were being bombarded there by the other team, I felt like we did handle it well, even though I wish we would control games better. And I don't think we can be title contenders until we control the game. And I often think that we're not in control, but we're very capable we're a very formidable opponent. And I don't think I've felt like that for a really long time. And I think other teams are watching us play and they get scared. And I like being in that position. And I wish that we could take that and use it to run the game, because we often let it get away from us. The only difference between this season and last season, and I was wondering if it was credit to us or discredit to the other team. My question earlier was, like, why are the other teams not scoring on us? Is it because we're that good? Because we slag off Bob a lot. and Fofana was brain dead for most of this game. The inverting one of the backs, I get we went right back this time with Caicedo, which makes sense. But like inverting one of the backs leaves us vulnerable back there.
Oh yeah.
So we have a lot going against us in our defense, but we just kept a clean sheet. We haven't kept many clean sheets this season.
Nope.
But we just kept a clean sheet against a team that had pretty good looks. Like, you get Colwell saving it off the line, you get Bob. Like, is some of that intangible, the awareness of where they are? Is some of it Bob is actually becoming the decision maker we think his skill is? No. But those are the questions that I'm asking now.
Yeah.
And I think that's a way better place to be for this team. I just felt like this game represented kind of a mature step forward. And we'll see what happens when we lose again. And I hope that we don't. But we'll see what happens, like, if we bounce back from, like, a tough loss. Because I don't think we fully had a tough loss this season.
Liverpool, I would argue, is probably our toughest loss of the season.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely tougher than the City game.
Yeah, the City game, we had no expectation. Everybody was going in that match, we're going to get shit on by City.
Well, and everybody's going in that match thinking City were the title contenders this year.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And so we did. I mean, we got beat handily by City. It wasn't even. I think they beat us 2-0, but it was a lot worse than that.
And Poole beat us 2-1.
And Poole beat us 2-1. I think it was the way that, like, they scored their goals, because it was moments of where we had that moment of shut off, which we did not have this match. Per se, it wasn't as bad. At least it wasn't.
They just cut through us way too easily.
Way too easily. And I think they said it during the early on in the match, was that Villa and Chelsea attacked through the middle more than any two other Premier League teams. Like, our percentages of attacking through the middle were the two highest in the league. So when they said that, I was like, God, we're gonna get cut open today. And sure enough, we did. But
and
I
usually do though.
Yeah, and I mean, I think part of it is that the other team just doesn't like Villa just doesn't capitalize on their opportunities. Just like you said, like we didn't capitalize on our opportunities last year, and Villa's not in form right now.
Yeah.
They're just not. So, and then I mean, Colwell made 2 great saves. Bob made some big saves. He did have a good game. I just don't think it's indicative of who he is. I think this is more of the anomaly. Like normally you're like, oh, this player had a bad game. That's an anomaly. No, when Bob has a good game, that's an anomaly.
Exactly.
It's like the reverse with him.
He even had a couple moments in this game where he distributed the ball pretty well.
Yeah,
it was weird. It was weird. It was weird.
I mean, but then he did have a couple instances where he just kicked the ball downfield and kicked it out of bounds. Because I remember texting you specifically, what the hell is Bob doing? Like, like there was one time,
or just shaky passes to somebody who's being defended right in front of him, and I'm like, dude, that's way too close to goal for you to be pulling that shit.
Yeah, and I mean, there was one time I remember him passing it long, and literally we had nobody back there.
Yeah.
Like it went all the way almost to the other corner flag, and the Villa guy just walked back there and got it. Like, so I don't know. I mean, I thought we played a pretty good match. I don't know. I don't know. I still refuse to say that we're title challengers, we're title contenders until after January 1st. And you know who agrees with us, Jason? Cole Palmer. He agrees with us. We're not title challengers. So if Cole Palmer says it, then I know I'm right, and you're right. When we say that we're not title contenders right now, we're right, and everybody else is wrong.
Because Cole Palmer says.
That's right. That is right. We will also have, after we get done home with the match, have Cole Palmer stats to throw out
good.
There.
I was just about to look some up. Okay, great.
Oh, I got some Cole Palmer. Well, actually, let's Cole Palmer facts. Palmer facts and stats. I got some interesting stuff about Cole Palmer to say at the end of the episode. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, Nico scored, and then Jason. After that, Enzo went.
I took us off the rails. Yeah.
Yeah, Enzo had his goal.
Awesome.
Great goal. It's good to see Enzo playing well again. Being the player, and I think Maresca, I think it was after the last, not this match, not Villa, but the one before that, where Maresca in his press conference says, like, yeah, I'm trying to convince Enzo he's got to get in the box so he can actually score. And I mean, that's true. And he has been, and he had a header last match, had a goal with the outside of his foot this match. I think Palmer got the assist too on that goal. So assist by Palmer. So it was just really good goal by Enzo. And
top of the box.
Yeah.
He trapped it pretty well. Well, he trapped it, it popped up, and then it took one more small bounce, and then he just blasted it with the outside of his foot.
Yep. Volleyed it right in there, right past his national team teammate, the biggest douchebag in soccer right now, or football right now, Martinez.
My God.
Look, Martinez is one of those guys, like, I would love Martinez at Chelsea, and he would be our douchebag then.
Yeah.
And I would be okay with it, but the dude is just a freaking douche. Shithouser, man. I cannot stand him. Like...
Well, he did go out hurt.
He did. He's pretty sure Nico broke his freaking hand when he stepped on it. So, yeah, it's pretty bad. I hope he's okay. I don't want anybody ever to get hurt like that. But and I will give Martinez respect. He is a very good goalkeeper. Just sucks he plays for Villa and not Chelsea. So, yeah. And then Cole Palmer's goal. Late in the match off a free, well, it wasn't off a free kick, but we took the free kick, and then Palmer got the ball back and curled it in. No goalkeeper in the world stopping that shot. Just a beautiful shot.
Top of the box again.
Yeah. Outside the box, curled it in top. I mean, you couldn't, like, the placement of that ball couldn't have been any better. It was a perfect shot. Keeper didn't move.
If you blink, you miss it. Like, it's so fast, such a hard shot, and to curl perfectly to where it did in the top left corner. I mean, it's good.
Definitely will probably be goal of the month. And for November, I would assume that'll probably be goal of the month for November for the Premier League. Just tally up another award. He also got man of the match. Palmer did. goal and assists. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Goal and assist. I don't know. I think Kukurea and I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, let me say that back. Caicedo, I think, had the best match. And that's the thing about Caicedo. You're never going to see a lot of his stuff on paper. Like you'll see his tackles and stuff like that, but just the amount of ground that he covers and the versatility that he provides to the team with everything is just it's very unspoken. Or can oftentimes go unnoticed by people that aren't. If you're just if you're not a Chelsea fan and you don't watch all the matches, you're just reading the box scores and stuff like that.
Right.
Like it would what he contributes to the team would go unnoticed probably.
Yeah.
But I love Caicedo. Kukurea had a good match. Colwell had a good match. Just it was a pretty good match from the team all around. Maresca subbed before the 80th minute.
Yeah.
He's learning. I mean, look, my two pet peeves about Maresca coming into the season was I heard he was stubborn and didn't like to change formations and that his subbing was terrible. Well, he started to change the formations around. We have to play certain teams, and he's learning to sub.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, Maresca, doing a good job, buddy. Doing a good job.
Yeah, and I think man management has been really good.
Yes.
Like there's all the narratives around, tensions within the teams and stuff. Like it's all died down. Which is really good. And I like the Conference League is really interesting to me because we're kind of dominating it right now. I think we're the only team that's undefeated in the Conference League. But the Conference League itself has been really good this season because we've rotated. Like we had 10 changes from the Conference League match, which we haven't even talked about. But we had 10 changes from that match.
We did keep a clean sheet in that, Jason. I guess we should say that.
And that was actually a tougher match than
I would agree with that.
Than we would have initially thought. But we performed well, and Jurgensen performed well in that match. But the fact that we're able to rotate a full squad, Nkuku has some of the highest scoring numbers because of the Conference League. Now,
because of the Conference League.
So that's been really that probably helps team morale a lot because we are playing midweek games almost every week, and especially through the rest of the season or the year. I mean, and then you add FA Cup and the amount of rotation we're able to do to keep players happy has been a big deal. I think in terms of vibes in the squad. But I agree.
We're in a vibe season, Jason.
Vibes, man. Yeah. So I expect this is the season I think that we are proving to ourselves that this squad is pretty good.
Yeah.
And then next season I will expect. I mean, it's feeling pretty good right now. I'm not going to get ahead of ourselves. You and I are waiting until halfway. But next
January 1st.
Yeah. But at this point, it feels like a really good season. We got a lot to play for. We got a lot to lose still. But it's ours to lose, which I'd rather be in that position.
Yeah.
Than having to chase it. I mean, right now we are in the 5th tiebreaker against Arsenal. Or something like that for league position.
They're ahead of us, according to Rebecca Lowe, which I don't trust her because she's on NBC. Arsenal's only ahead of us because of alphabetical order.
I just don't think that's it because it goes points, right? But then it also goes goal differential. But then it also goes away goals. But then it also goes
the third tiebreaker is.
Or not away goals for. But then it also, and then the fourth one I think is.
Goals against
goals in head to head, and then or something like that, or and then it's away goals or something head to head. I don't know.
It's
something
crazy.
Like that. Yeah, but Arsenal is literally second because of the alphabet. No, because of one of the tiebreakers. But I was looking at how many goals we've scored.
26.
Yeah, and City have scored 19, 22 maybe.
We're tied. for second most goals in the Premier League with a couple like us and Arsenal. I think Brentford have 26, and then Tottenham has 28. They lead the Premier League, but unfortunately, their defense is leakier than ours. So because they decide to play on the other side of midfield on their high line play, it's just bananas.
We're playing like Arsenal want to play.
Yeah, Arsenal's
like they're too reckless.
Chicken shit, Jason, is the word you're looking for. They're too chicken shit.
Dude, I was reliving. This is going off the rails when I'm talking in this podcast. Sorry, everybody, but I was reliving the 2012 Champions League final.
Yes. Yes.
Daniel and I watched that in a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yep.
And there was a Tottenham fan behind us.
Yep.
And we were not going to finish. We had not finished top 4 in the league. And at the time, only 4 teams could go. So one of my greatest memories is because we won the Champions League, we get an automatic bid to the next one. And because the rule was in place that you could only send 4.
Yeah.
Like 4 tops.
Yeah.
Tottenham finished 4th that year. There's no better feeling than winning the Champions League and getting 1 over on Tottenham.
Yes.
Like how will that ever happen again? I don't know. But it's one of the greatest joys of being a fan of this team is that moment right there. And then thinking it was Drogba's last kick for the club. Yeah, for real. I was reliving that today. So, yeah, Tottenham sucked.
I do go back and rewatch like that Champions League run because it is such a memorable Champions League run in those matches. Like that's back when we had to bootleg all the matches.
Oh, dude.
And there would just be a random boob pop up during the middle of your match, and you trying to find the X.
I'm in class trying to click that off of there.
You're trying to find the red X to get on off the page, because here comes Ramirez driving down the pitch about to score at the Camp Nou, and there's a boob.
So, I watched the Barca game in one of my college classes.
Yes. Hey, your priorities were straight, Jason. I'm proud of you.
Dude. I was in the back of the class. I jumped up and celebrated when that happened. When Torres scores that last goal, I genuinely was half in my seat, and I just had to apologize to people around me.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, dude, that run is just so memorable. We need to recap. We need to go back.
Well, yeah, we just need to relive it.
And we need to live stream it because we just need to watch one of the highlight videos.
Oh, yeah.
Or just record it. We don't have to live stream it, but just record it. We can actually watch it because it's on YouTube. So we have freedom of whatever app. We can watch it. So we need to do that over the summer. Just watch the highlights of that.
That sounds like a good summer episode for sure.
That'd be a good summer episode. But yeah, it's such a great memories. But yes, your point, which we do play Tottenham we play Tottenham Sunday. So that's gonna be
what
it.
Time
Look, it's not. I think it's 10:30. It's not a 7:30 game.
Do we need to live stream that one day?
We can live stream. I would be honored to live stream with you, Jason.
Same.
Okay. We'll live stream the games. You heard it here first, folks. We're going to live stream the Tottenham game.
And I offered.
You did. You brought it up. That is a very good point because that thought had not even crossed my mind.
You're a true friend because you were probably not even going to do that because I don't like to.
I hadn't even thought about it. I'm not going to lie. It hadn't even crossed my mind. It's like, hey, maybe we
best friend ever, man.
To live stream the game.
Didn't even think about it.
What time is it on?
That is okay. That is a special day in my life. We'll have to talk.
Oh, never. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. I just thought. Yeah, that's right. It is.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay.
Well, it's cool if you can't, because that does take precedent over the podcast.
Yeah. I think it'll be okay. That. But yeah, I'll double check.
Yeah. But yeah, you got anything else about the match?
No, man. I derailed us and said all the things. I'm proud. I'm proud of them. That's all I'll say. I am genuinely proud of this team this season so far.
For sure.
I think it's been an amazing run. so far.
I do want to read some just Chelsea news here at the end before I do my Cole Palmer stuff. So Pochettino, get your reaction to this quote, was asked about how Chelsea, how about Chelsea's current form. This is Pochettino's quote.
Make me mad.
I don't know. It might make you mad, but it also might make you laugh too.
Okay.
He goes, Pochettino and Chelsea's current form, nothing special. I wasn't given enough time to implement my ideas. And these are the tactics I plan to use in my second season. Kudos to Maresca.
Shut up. Get out of here.
Like the arrogance. Pochettino, why did we hire you at the U.S.
If they had given me a second season, I would be doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Poch.
I mean, to be fair, he did invert at the end of the year.
I was pro Poch staying at the end.
I was pro Poch staying too.
And I was Poch out. Well, I was pro Poch staying because I didn't think there was anybody better that wasn't risky.
Right.
That doesn't mean Maresca wasn't a risk.
Yeah, he was a risk for sure. And I mean, I would still argue he's still a risk because any guy can come in and have a good run of form for a little while. Potter, for goodness sakes, didn't lose a match in October his first year because he's a freaking wizard. But anybody, can you sustain that is what makes you a good coach. So I mean, we're still in the risky phase with Maresca. Yeah. So
I did think Poch earned the way to stay, not because I just love Poch, but because I thought he was our best option to continue building. And I happily, I wasn't pro or not pro Maresca. I think we both said that. It wasn't we're super happy about this. We just never thought Poch should have left.
Well,
at the end of last season.
And it wasn't that we didn't think
we're so pro Poch,
but we also hated Poch at the same time.
Yes,
that's the thing is we never wanted Poch to begin with, but then because of the way we finished the season, it's okay, maybe just give him another year because he did finish the season in good form, and who else is there out there that's not a risk
exactly.
You said.
And at the time, I didn't think the Chelsea job was that desirable to a big coach. And that's what I was hoping we would be able to do after this next season. But we still, it still blows my mind. We gave Maresca a 5-year contract.
That does blow my mind. We gave Poch, 2 years?
No, we gave Poch a pretty big contract too, I thought.
No.
Not Poch. Sorry. Potter. We gave Potter.
Yeah, Potter had a 5 or 6 year deal.
Poch had a 2.
Yeah.
With an option.
I think it might have been a 1. I think it was a 2-year deal, but the second was an option.
Yeah.
I think is what it was. So.
But yeah, it's it was weird because it was really love-hate with Poch. I was hoping he would make the job more desirable. Mm-hmm. And then they totally risked it all to do a 5-year thing with a guy who had just come up in the championship with Leicester. Mm-hmm. That on paper is pretty risky.
It's very risky. Well, I mean, a lot of the stuff that they've done at the club is risky. I mean, to be fair, investing in youth is not what you normally do in football. We'll see if it pays off in the long run. I mean, I think they made some good buys and they made some bad buys. They clearly don't know how to evaluate goalkeepers. We can say that for certain.
We were so close to getting 4th last season too.
Yeah. But here's the interesting thing though. So I'll ask you this, is it based off of that? So do you think we would be second, third, however you want to look at it, in the Premier League right now if we had finished 4th last year and we're playing Champions League right now?
No, yeah. No, that's the rub, right? Because it's what I said about Conference League earlier. I think being able to completely rotate the squad in a competition that still allows us to win with B team. Yeah. And Cuckoo's on the B team, man. That's our B team, right?
That's our B team, yeah.
To be able to fully rotate it that in this way that we're doing, you cannot do that in the Champions League. Palmer would be on the roster.
Right. Exactly.
Even in Europa, I think Palmer's on the roster.
I would agree with that. Also,
So I think Europa's even. I mean, it's
you
Europa's
can
nothing
have
to
some.
sniff at.
Yeah, you can have some easy matches,
Yeah,
but you can also have some pretty difficult matches in
yeah,
Europa. Like it is harder than Conference League
yes.
for sure.
So yeah, no, that's a fantastic question. I think your point
Yeah.
is valid there. Like, yeah, if we had finished higher, I don't think we're doing as good in the Premier League. And then we still have European experience. So it's like, yeah, it what looked like a bad thing last year that we jokingly were like happy about, where we're like, oh, we're gonna do the treble,
Yeah.
like which we still can, and I'll
Yeah.
be happy about it. But like at the end of the day, yeah, we always want Champions League, but yeah, Champions League could have cursed us this year and really stalled the momentum.
I mean, you look at Villa. I feel like that's why they're stalling out in the Premier League so much. That's what happened in Newcastle the year before, while they finished top 4 and then came crashing back down. So because they don't have the depth.
Yeah.
And then like I feel like we have pretty decent depth.
Oh yeah.
So
and we haven't had the same injury crisis that we did last year. Like we're starting to get more injuries as the season goes on, and you're always going to. But like we were in full blown crisis for most of the season last year.
Yeah, pretty much.
And like not being able to rotate the squad fully. Like, I mean, we literally rotate squads.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. So
we
I
rotate
think that
squads
is minimized
this year for different reasons than why we rotated the squad last year. Last year was because of injuries. This year's because we're actually been able to rotate the squad because of matches and the quality of opponents and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think the Conference League is a real blessing this season. It's really weird to think about it that way, but it is.
It is. I would agree with that. It's a weird way to think about a European competition being a blessing, but it really is because and it lets like some of the younger players get in there and have that European experience to where if we're playing Champions League, we're not playing, the young guys. Was it Josh Richard? Is it Richards? Some of the younger players that have had really good showings in Conference League. And so I don't know. But another interesting thing that happened this week, Jason, or this was actually, it's happened this week. Chelsea has now successfully trademarked, so I'm assuming this is Blue Co. Chels and the Chels.
Oh, no.
Why did we not trademark those, Jason?
I didn't even... those are such ubiquitous terms. I don't like. It's like trademarking Xerox or Frisbee, which are the two standard samples. Examples.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Do you think it's nefarious? Because there are some people in the comments on X that are saying that they're doing this so that they have more leverage over the CPO and can move the team.
Why does it give them that much leverage over the CPO?
I think they're saying that so they can sort of use that name. Like, let me try and see if I can find the comment. So we could easily change our name from Chelsea to the Chels and build a new stadium elsewhere if CPO refuses to be civil. The thing is almost like that people are saying like they're going to like leverage this and saying, we're going to rename the club. We're going to do this if you don't let us move.
I will say this. Would I be pissed off if they change the name?
Oh.
Like, I just don't think that they're going to build good goodwill with the fans through that. I will say this, though, that umbrellas all of that. There's no, like, altruistic reason why they're trademarking that.
Yeah.
That like is helpful to the fans.
Yeah.
They are going after money somehow, some way.
Mm-hmm.
Which they're a for-profit organization, which is what you've been talking about for ever since they bought us. Like they are out to make money for their stakeholders.
Yeah.
Like we can pretend the Chelsea organization or the Blue Co organization or Chelsea as a club or the Chels or whatever shit. We can pretend that they care about the fans. They only care about us in so much as they can make money from us.
Right.
They don't care about your well-being. They don't care about you as a person. They care about how much you're going to spend to be a Chelsea supporter.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they give a shit about.
Yep.
And so there's some reason that serves that purpose.
There's an ulterior
done
motive.
that. I could totally see it being the name thing. I would have a hard time thinking that would come to fruition.
Yeah.
But I don't, in the same breath, I don't think there is a good reason that benefits the fans for why they've trademarked this.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that.
Like, I don't think we can pretend that they have our best interests at heart. We are another asset to them. And that's, I mean, it was like that with Roman too, but like there was a different relationship. Like it just felt different because Roman was after the same goals we were.
Yeah.
And so he was like, I'm going to win and I'm going to put the money in to win. Right. And we could talk about the money washing that he did through the club.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jason. I don't know what
And we're not the only club that's guilty of that. And anybody who wants to point fingers and call us Chelsea and all that shit and whatever. That is what it is. I'm not making a comment on that.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah.
Jeez, people.
I'm just saying, like, the goals were I won a Champions League. And we were like, hell yeah, that's our goal too.
That's our goal. Yeah. What do you need us to do?
Yeah. The goal for this current version of the club is how much money can we make for the people that we want to make money for? And how can we use the fans to make that money? I'm not saying that Roman and co did not want to do that. I'm just saying it felt our goals were aligned. And there's the goals of this thing, which is why we were like, why did they make this decision? Right. They are making this decision to make money. All of their decisions are money. So I mean, I've said my piece about it. They're not doing it for good reasons. They're doing it for some beneficial reason to them.
Yeah, there's some nefarious reasons under that.
There's something shady.
Yeah, for sure. There's ulterior
especially
motive.
That's such a up the Chels is such a term that's used all the time.
Very much so.
Like that's not nice. They're not nice.
Bunch of assholes is what they are. Bunch of assholes. Always have been, always will be. Yeah. They had the FA Cup draw today, and we drew Morecambe in the third round. Morecambe, I don't know. We played them back in 2001, one of Frank Lampard's last matches. Scored 4 goals, it looks like, in that match. So, yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Wait, 2001?
2021, sorry. 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2021. When he was manager. Back when we had the likes of Kepa in goal. Billy Gilmore and Kai Havertz and Timo Werner and Hakeem Ziyech and Mason Mount. Yeah, that is crazy.
It's crazy how that team was gone in a year.
Seriously. We had Cat Kicker was on that team too, Kurt Zuma.
I really like Kurt Zuma.
I did too until he kicked the damn cat, man.
God.
I'm with you.
It just goes to show you never know a person just by watching them play soccer.
You don't. I mean, they can have the biggest smile on their face, but damn it, they're cat kickers.
They might kick their cats.
They might kick their cats and then film it and put it online. The whole freaking world to see. Yeah.
They might sleep with their best friend's wives. You never know.
And they might just happen to both be Belgium teammates.
Shit.
Anyway, so now to the Cole Palmer section of the night. First, Cole Palmer won the FSA Player of the Year award. Men's Player of the Year, sorry. So yeah, he won that tonight.
Congrats.
Congrats, Cole, for that. Also, Palmer has created 30 chances from open play in the Premier League this season alone. He's the only player. So he's created the most open play goals this year in the Premier League. So kudos to Cole Palmer. And also, on one more note, Cole Palmer also failed PE in school, Jason.
He would.
Cole Palmer failed PE class.
I can just see him not being bothered to
No,
even try in that class.
dude, there's the video. This video came out and I sent it to you. It's him. You know how they do that, like the box thing where they put an object inside a box, and then you put your hands in there and you have to feel the object and tell what it is, or whatever. Well, Palmer, it's like one of the Chelsea propaganda videos that they do. So they had it, and it was a pencil like zipper thing with that you keep your pencils in for school. And Palmer's like, "Oh, it's a pencil pouch." Like, and they're like, "Yeah." They're like, "So did you have any like teachers that inspired you, that really motivated you while you were in school?" And he's like, "No." They're like, "So there was no teachers that like you really liked that helped you along the way?" He's like, "No, I didn't like school." And he's like, "I failed PE." It's just like, this guy's a gym. He is a true gym. Like he just can't do anything wrong. Like he's hilarious. And I don't know.
God,
His
that's
personality
amazing, man.
is amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's my Chelsea news for the week. That Cole Palmer failing PE class was the big breaking news of the week.
Man.
So, and I just imagine, like, I don't know what PE is like in England. I know what PE is like in America. And if you failed PE, like you literally the coach just had to not like you because literally we just went and sat in a gym all day.
Yeah.
Like
There wasn't much going on.
No, nothing happened. Like I would get up and shoot and play basketball for a little while. Like there was no like you've got to run a mile. Like when our parents were growing up, I know my dad always says he's like, "Yeah, I had to run like a 10-minute mile when I was in PE." I'm like, I just play basketball.
Yeah.
Like half the time I just sit there and ate snacks the other half of the time, so but
oh man, I mean PE was pretty easy.
It definitely was. I don't know, I never had anything below 100 in a PE class. But, actually, I think this it's not the fact that he failed PE. I want to know why. Like that's the story to this. Is like, why do they not ask him how and why did you fail PE, Cole? Like, you're clearly an athlete.
Right.
Like, it's not like you're a fat slob. That you had to
ask a follow-up question here.
No, there's no follow-up question. He's just like, I feel PE.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's hilarious, man. But yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to find most goal contributions in the Premier League right now.
According to the tweet I read earlier, I believe it's from CFC Daily. I believe is that who's tweeted that? Hold on. No, it's Chelsea Dodgers, but it came from Squawka.
Okay.
Stats and stories. So it's a stats place. Squawka.
Okay.
So, but
wait, who has the most goal contributions?
Palmer has the most from open play. He's created 30 chances, which is the most from open play. I don't know who has the most goal contributions.
I think most goal and assist combined is Salah right now with 18.
Yeah.
And then it's Saka with 15. It's Palmer 14, Holland 12. Dude, and guess who's number 5?
Mark Cucurella.
No. Only. Nico Jackson with 11.
Yeah.
So we have 2 players in double digits for goals and assists right now.
Well, I mean,
Nico they both scored 8 goals. So that's pretty awesome.
It is.
So love that.
For sure. Anything else we need to add? Prediction for Wednesday night.
Oh yeah.
Playing Southampton. I believe we were playing at Southampton. I believe.
Yeah, geez, that's crazy. That's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, it's that Christmas schedule, man. Yeah, 'cause we play Wednesday, then we play Sunday, then we play Thursday, then we play Sunday, then we play Thursday, then we play Sunday, and I think we play another mid. It's our schedule's
A
crazy.
Sunday to Wednesday game is brutal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sunday to especially when it's Premier League.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, especially when we just got an injury.
Yeah, so you're getting 2 days off. One of those days is a recovery day, so you only really get 1 day of training. So, but I mean, I guess if you want to look at the positive, Southampton, I believe, is bottom of the table right now.
Yeah, they have 5 points on the season.
Yeah. So this would be
25
classic
points on the season.
This would be classic let down Chelsea right here.
Yeah. I mean, they just drew Brighton.
I mean, see, yeah. So, all right. So predictions.
Oh God. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. I mean, not bad. It's gonna be weird. I don't know. Have a good feeling. I think the boys are gonna be up for it, but I do think we see some rotation.
Yeah, well, I think we're going to have to, especially with playing Tottenham on Sunday. That's clearly, if you're looking at this, like from a pure, like, who's better? Tottenham's better, so you want your better players.
Right.
But then how much can we afford to rotate when we're down a center back now?
Yeah.
So
let me pull up the prediction sheet so I can type this in.
I don't think either one of us got it right this weekend.
No, we did not. Neither game.
I think you would have gotten the Heidenheim game right if we would have scored one more goal though, right? Didn't you predict 3-0?
No. I predicted 5-0.
Oh, 5-0. Hey, you got the nil part right though. I mean, hey.
Yeah. I definitely
got
the nil part right.
Back-to-back clean sheets for the boys. 2 different goalkeepers, 2 different defensive lines.
I'm going with a real, I'm going to have a real interesting, really interesting score here.
So they drew Southampton their last 5 matches, drew Brighton 1-1, lost to Liverpool 3-2, lost to Wolves 2-0, beat Everton 1-0, and then they played Stoke, which I'm assuming was a cup game, beat them 3-2. So their only win out of their their only Premier League win out of their last 4 is Everton, which isn't saying much this year. Everton's trash. So
that's gonna be dumb if I predict that.
and it's at Southampton. So
okay, that doesn't worry me too much with this team.
Tony Harrington, we're statistically speaking, we are better on the road. I believe that was only like our 3rd home win of the season. Like I'm pretty sure we've won more on the road than we have at home this year.
Yeah,
we picked up more points. Holy shit. Okay, so they do have 3 suspensions. Holy crap. My gosh, their injury list is long.
Okay. So, maybe I will go with my.
This might, I feel a little more confident after looking at their injury report and their suspensions. So,
okay.
Let's see. Last time we did play them, last year in February, Southampton beat us both times last year, Jason.
Wow.
Under Plotch. Yeah.
That's the difference between Champions League.
That is, yes.
I mean, that's crazy, man.
That is crazy. All right, so are we ready? I don't even know what score I'm predicting.
I'm going, okay. Yeah, we through 14 games last season, we had 19. Yeah, we had 19 points. So we've been 3rd at the top of the table for the last 3 Premier League weeks. Yeah, the last 3 weeks. So it's pretty wild.
That is. All right, so let's make our predictions for the match.
Okay.
All right.
Doing a countdown again.
Yeah. All right. I get my score in my head. All right. 3, 2, 1.
3-0
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
So you're going 3-0. I'm going 3-2. So
yours is a better score prediction.
I don't know. Look, this game is either going to be a nail biter or we're going to win 3 or 4-0. Like that's the way I think it's going to go. I just chose.
Yeah.
They beat us twice last year. I mean,
yeah.
They do have some injuries this year, but it's at Southampton. So I'm just going to give them.
And we're playing B team
for the most part.
Or we're going to play a version of the B team.
Yeah. A version of the B team. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we'll get to see a Vega appearance.
Yeah. Maybe so. That would be awesome.
I'd be all about some Vega showing up.
Dude, we might see some Vega. We might see some João Felix. We might see some Mudryk. We might see
some João Felix. Yeah, we'll see. I think all
maybe Madueke gets a start.
I think he would.
He didn't start this time.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Do you think he rotates goalkeepers? I don't know. Yeah, I agree.
I don't think he will.
Maybe Badiashile gets a start.
Oh, I mean, I think your defense has to be Badiashile, Disasi, Gusto, and Vega. We still got Tosin. I always forget about Tosin.
So it's for
Tosin.
Some of those, yeah.
So do you rest Badiashile and start Disasi at center back? But then
because you might need him for the Tottenham game, yeah. Maybe so.
I don't know, or is he going to rest Tosin and have Tosin start against Tottenham?
We will know a lot about the Tottenham lineup after this lineup.
We will, and only thing I can say is Disasi doesn't need to see the pitch ever again. But unfortunately, he's probably going to see the pitch against Southampton.
Yeah,
he is so bad.
It is a good opportunity to give people who haven't gotten a lot of Premier League play some Premier League play. Like this would be the game to do it, which means that I don't know, maybe 3's too much, but maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, I predicted 3 goals too, so who knows? But yeah, I think that about wraps it up for this week. We will be back, I guess, Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, or Wednesday late afternoon. Actually, we're going to record as soon as the match is over with, and then drop the podcast right then. Yeah. So, tune in Wednesday afternoon. Put your notifications on. Put them little bells on. Do all that little stuff so you can get notified when we drop a video. And but I guess Jason, tell those people where they can find all this wonderful content that we pump out.
We are on X, Instagram, Threads, and Daniel writes amazing match reviews at our Substack. We've made it easy for you to find us because our handle is the same across all the platforms. We are at Red White Blues FC. Check it out down below. Still using the OG Twitter icon.
That's right.
I don't know. You're not allowed to. Not allowed to do the OK symbol anymore. So sorry.
You can't do that, Jason. Can't do that. Yeah. No. 4chan said no.
Yeah. No. I was just trying to make you look, but it wasn't below the waist. So.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry. Cheated.
Anyway, Jason owes me a punch next time I see him. I guess it's the punch.
You owe me a punch, I think.
Anyway, we are on the YouTube. So like, subscribe, follow, blah, 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 bell on. So like the videos. Do all that fun stuff that the other YouTubers tell you to do that I don't know what you're supposed to do. I just post videos. But yes. And then also check us out on if you don't want to see us pick our noses and scratch our butts on video form, then we really don't do those things. Jason's made the most disgusting look on his face.
I'm trying to make it even more disgusting. I can't. It's just the same thing over and over.
Oh man! If you don't want to see our ugly mugs, then you can please do listen to us in audio format on Apple or Spotify. We are there as well, and you can catch us there. And until next time, I guess that's all we've got. We'll catch you guys and gals on the flip side.
See you midweek Flippity floppity.